Hello and welcome to Bloke Off the Range. Now, something totally related to nothing in particular. I'm up here in the Kirrell Valley, just up from where an earlier video on the uniformed redneck had parts filmed, and I'm wearing a very nice German jacket. I am normally a complete cheapskate when it comes to clothing and things like that. Now, let's just say that, link it back into the channel here, that I've become a real fan of woolen clothing. I'd sort of grown up in the 90s. Fleeces were a great new thing and brilliant, and they're really warm and everything. But doing the sort of uniform, the wool serge uniform things for Bloke on the Range, I've really become an absolute fan of wool. And I was looking up sort of serge jackets and things and researching them and just trying to find modern wool performance clothing effectively. And I happened across this thing, a company called Roughstuff in Germany, who produce modern Loden based clothing. Now, Loden is, I'm working on my own here, so Loden is basically, it looks a bit like very dense serge, but it's not quite the same thing. It's much denser. It's a pre-shrunken cloth. The English equivalent would be molten. It's sort of densely woven, pre-shrunk. They raise the fibers, trim them off, and you end up with a quite wind resistant. I mean, I was walking into work into a really strong wind earlier in the week in this, and it cuts it basically as good as anything that's not a completely not a waterproof jacket would. Water doesn't penetrate too much, and because it's wool, obviously it will penetrate eventually, but because it's wool, it's still warm when wet, and it doesn't look that thick. I mean, it's lined in wool poly thing, but it's really warm. It's really good. And the thing I found out doing the uniform test is that wool, you've got a much wider comfort zone. I mean, it's about 5 degrees. My hands are freezing. I've been filming an insert section. It's going to be like 2 minutes long, but it's taken me like 20 minutes to film. I mean, standing out here gesticulating in the cold air, my hands are freezing, but the rest of me is great. I don't feel sweltering in it. In fact, when I was in Canada with Rob of British Muzzleloaders, it was over 30 degrees Celsius wearing wool serge, and it was hot, but I wasn't sweltering like I thought I would be. It was surprisingly comfortable. So I think the answer of how people cut about in all this wool clothing back in the day is that if your sort of modern view on it is that if I'm wearing that many clothes, I'm wearing fleece and polyester and nylon and what have you, I'm going to be sweltering. The answer is it's not actually that bad. It was still warm. Let's not beat about the bush here. So anyway, yeah, this thing it's the thickest one they do. I think it's 560 grams per fabric meter. Loden, lined, no hood, and I wanted no hood because I spend an awful lot of time sitting in the car. Because 3 days a week I have a long commute, so I'm sitting in a car for a couple of hours a day on those days when I have to commute, and a hood sort of gets in the way. And it's kind of smart, so it's something that I can wear to clients and things like that. And I'm also going to wear it as my ski jacket, because I don't like sweating in poly when I know that there's a better way. So let me show you its features. First of all, zip. I can't zip it up, but I mean, modern design, slant pockets, hip pockets, a couple of breast pockets. They're fairly deep. One zipped internal poacher's pocket. It's really good. I really like it. It's as he pulls his microphone sound recording thingy out of his pocket, we've got elasticated drawers there, elasticated drawer at the neck, and it's brilliant. It's also kind of expensive, if I remember rightly, because I'm in Switzerland. They deducted German VAT, so it was like 270 euros or something like that. And yeah, I think this is going to be really hard wearing, and it's going to last an absolute age. It's brilliant. The company's really helpful. I'll put a link in the description below. Thoroughly recommend it. Oh yeah, cuffs like this with Velcro. It's good. I like it. Good one. Right, now I'm going to try and do this again in high German. So, see you later. Bye.